Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Corporation of the Town of Kirkland Lake meeting of council held March the 28th, 2017. To start the meeting, we'll have a moment of silence, please. Thank you. The approval of the agenda.
It's moved by Councillor Barker, seconded by Councillor Morgan, that council approves the agenda for its regular meeting of March 28, 2017 as presented.
All in favor? Thank you. Is there any declaration of pecuniary interest? None declared. Petitions and delegations? None. Acceptance of minutes and recommendations?
It's moved by Councillor Morgan, seconded by Councillor Barker, that council accepts the minutes of the following meetings. The regular meeting of council held March 21st, 2017, and the finance meeting held March 21st, 2017.
Discussions or questions? All in favor? Thank you. Reports of municipal officers and communications. Introduction, reading, and consideration of bylaws.
It's moved by Councillor Barker, seconded by Councillor Morgan, that bylaw 17-031, being a bylaw to set the 2017 operating capital budgets, be read a first, second, third time, enacted and passed.
Questions, discussion? All in favor?
It's moved by Councillor Morgan, seconded by Councillor Barker, that bylaw 17-032, being a bylaw to appoint W. Haas as Kirkland Lakes Community Emergency Management Coordinator, be read a first, second, and third time, enacted and passed.
Discussion, questions? All in favor? Thank you. Notices of motion, none. Confirmation bylaw.
It's moved by Councillor Barker, seconded by Councillor Morgan, that bylaw 17-033, being a bylaw to confirm the proceedings of council at its meeting held March 28, 2017, be read a first, second, and third time, enacted and passed.
Discussion, all in favor? Thank you. Councilors' reports. Wow. Tonight is officially Mrs. Alex. Last night at the council chair, Council Chambers, and for 17 years Nancy's worked for the town, 12 of which she's sat right in this chair right here, and certainly we're very appreciative of all the hard work, Nancy, you've put into the commitment towards the town, and you know, some of the projects that Nancy took the lead on over the years that she should be very proud of certainly are the Ken Ross Walking Trail, the building of the TPR. She was a director of TPR at that time, I think, and watched that grow, and then managed that, you know, making sure that all the playgrounds in our community were upgraded. Certainly the transformation of Civic was under Nancy's leadership as well. The building of the wastewater treatment plant, many projects that certainly Kirkland Lake is very proud of, and that you should be very proud of, Nancy, for taking the lead. And we certainly thank you very much. I think Nancy is a true leader. I think what's impressed me mostly, having the pleasure of working with Nancy over the past 13 years, is there's really no such thing as we can't do it. Nancy's philosophy has always been, let's sit down and figure out how we can do it. And I think that's the thing that I've always admired most about Nancy. But I personally want to wish you and Jed you're a great retirement. And certainly going forward, I wish you the good health and good happiness, Nancy, as you move forward with your life. And thank you very much. Councillors' comments? Councillors' comments, anybody? Councillor Morgan.
Absolutely. I want to comment on Nancy's retirement. I want to wish you all the best, Nancy. I was around when we brought you into the CAO's position, and I just want to, you know, obviously, we haven't agreed on everything over the years, but I want to single out a couple of things where you really opened my eyes to a couple of things that that really I had never considered before. And one of them, you know, was the softer issues with the municipality, things like beautification and whatnot. To me, when I first got on council and before you came along, they were very, you know, what's it cost? You know, it was really just a very crass way to look at it. And yeah, I mean, sure, maybe not everybody agrees with it, but you know what? I think it's been a real feather in your cap, and you know what? Council's taken some of the credit too, but it's really, it falls on your shoulders, all the wonderful beautification things that you've done downtown with the flowers, with, you know, some of the stuff you've done with Kinross Park. So, you know, those were things that I would, you know, I'm a better person for having been at the council table with you. The other thing that I want to single out praise for you is Tech Pioneer residents. Your fingerprints are all over that new facility. Well, I guess it's not new anymore, but you know, when it first opened, it was such a standout facility compared to most of the facilities in Ontario, and I think you had a lot to do with that. So hats off to you, and you know, second what Tony said, all the best to you in your retirement, and enjoy it, and you know, enjoy those holidays.
Yeah, Nancy, I've been
Councillor
around not
Shemian.
as long as Todd has been here for a long time. The last 6 years working with you, like Todd said, open our eyes at beautification of town. That's something that most people don't do because it costs money and they think that's where they save. But at the end of the day, we have to also live in town, and you made it a better place to live. Your town was always important for you. I know as a councillor, anytime I text you, you text back in the next 10 seconds. Sometimes it's late at night and I'm saying, what is she doing up? Because I know tomorrow morning you'll be up again, ready to go. I text you, sometime you're on your way to bring your kids to school, sometime you're in Toronto like last week, and you just answer back, hey, sure, I have 10 minutes, and I'm like, no, Nancy, you're away, but no, the town is the most important thing. And that's something that the next person that'll take your place will have, I think, a hard time to do. Because you were 24 hours a day, and like, I'm sure Tony could vouch for this, you were always there to help us. A lot of projects you did, civic, we talk about, I wouldn't know how to went as far, but after it was done, it was beautiful. And you saw it from the beginning, and you thought that's what we should do, and that's a beautiful place. I mean, everything you did was perfect. Well, I shouldn't say everything you did. Most of the thing you did was perfect. I cannot say anything you did bad, but I'm sure some people can find some. I can't find anything. You work hard, and that's what's important. The thing like Tony said, it was never good enough. It has to be perfect, and that's how I see things as a teacher, and that's how you saw things as a CAO, and I like that from you. You know, when you say it's good enough, that means it's not that good, and you didn't accept that. And I wish you a good retirement, and I know you'll be involved, because I know you cannot sit around and do nothing. I'm not sure where you're going to be next year, but you'll be somewhere doing something, and hopefully you'll be helping us again. Thank you very much.
Councillor Kiley?
Yes, Nancy, sort of echo some of the comments that Jean-Guy said. Yeah, we didn't always agree, but the one thing, there was never any doubt in my mind, your commitment to the job, to do things right, and see it through to the end. And as Jean-Guy said, there's many weekends at night, or you were on vacation, I'd send you an email, not realizing you were on vacation, and within minutes, you'd answer. And especially as a new councillor, I think that meant a lot to me personally. And but number one, your commitment to the job, no question about it. I wish you and Jed and your family all the best. You've worked hard, you deserve it. Take care.
Thank you for your patience, Nancy. I ask a lot of questions, and I like learning, and you've always been patient with me, and I appreciate that. And again, commitment to the community. You eat, sleep, breathe Kirkland Lake, and hats off, and thank you for all you've done for the community and for me as a councilman. And I look forward to our interactions moving forward and community involvement. Thank you for everything.
Okay.
I
Well,
could.
of course.
I've been thinking about it for the last year or so about retiring. It's a tough decision to make, but once I decided, I became very excited to spend time on doing things that I enjoy and have that kind of time to spend with my family. My husband Jed and I plan to continue living in Kirkland Lake. We love it here. We think it's a great town. I've enjoyed my time with the town. I feel like we've accomplished so much over these last 17 and a half years. But I have to tell you, Kirkland Lake is blessed with a very dedicated staff, with our senior management team and with all the workers for the town of Kirkland Lake. They're all committed and passionate about what they do. And, you know, it's not an easy job. You're under that big magnifying glass and you get lots of criticism and people are watching you every day the way they're not watching people in other areas. So it's tough. And you know what? They all work really hard for the town and for the people of Kirkland Lake because they care. I want to thank the people of Kirkland Lake and council for the opportunity to serve them, and it's been a real pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you, Nancy. Additional information? Adjournment.
It's moved by Councillor Morgan, seconded by Councillor Barker, that council adjourn its regular meeting of March 28th, 2017 to an in-camera meeting to discuss one property issue and one personnel issue.
All in favor? Thank you.